Hello. Hello. Am I audible? Hello. Okay. Just Azbaba. Okay. Is there no any? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone are fine here. Okay. With this much of energy, let's try to go and have some of the essays question. Okay. Exactly. The screen is now open. Up. This is our question that we are going to now. To what extent do schools in your country encourage creativity? Let's try to watch what ChatGPT is trying to say. Am I right or wrong? So let's go. Improve November's. Okay, exactly. This is a nice person. Uh, this is the improvement. Let's try to remove this bio. I need focal points. What examiners are expecting with this type of question. I need focal points that focal points that what examiners are expecting answers with this type of questions. Question. When answering a question like to what extent do schools in a country encourage creativity for an exam, examiners are generally looking for a well-structured, analytical response that demonstrate the following focal points. Let's understand. Number one, understand of creativity in education. Exactly. Understanding of creativity in education. Okay. Number two. Okay. Define creativity. Start by explaining what creativity means in the context of education. Discuss how it involves thinking outside the box, innovation, problem solving, and expressing original ideas. Likewise, current educational practices. Current educational practices. Curriculum content. One of the thing is very much important is that curriculum activity. So it's like analyze whether the curriculum includes subjects or objectives activities that promote creative thinking such as art, music, drama, and project-based learning. Teaching methods. Teaching methods. Discuss the teaching approaches used in schools such as inquiry-based learning, collaboration projects, or the use of technology that may foster or hinder creativity. Assessment method. Assessment method. Got it. Examiners whether the emphasis is on learning, rote learning, and standardized testing, or if there is room for creative expression and critical thinking in assessment. Let's look at what is the meaning of root in here. Mechanical.
root,
Rote. Rote. It's rote. Without thinking anything. Support for creative activities. Extracurriculum program. Exactly, my dear ladies, boys and girls. Support for creative activities. Support for creative activities. Curriculum programs. One of the thing is that extracurriculum curricular programs. Mentioned if a school offer extracurriculum activities like clubs, competitions, and workshops that encourage creativity. Resources availability. Resource availability discusses the availability of resources such as art supplies, musical instruments, or technological that support creative endeavors. Teacher training. Teacher, teacher training. Yeah, consider whether teachers receive training on how to nurture creativity in students. Culture and societal influences. Cultural expectations. I'm sorry. Influences that is on cultural expectation. Reflect on how societal attitudes toward education and success might influence the encouragement of creativity. Is there a strong emphasis on traditional academic success or is creativity valued? Number, parental expectation. Discuss where parents support or discuss creative pursuit in favor of more conventional academic achievements. 5. Example and case studies. And STUDIS studies. Example from schools. Example from schools. Provide specific examples of schools or programs in a country that successfully encourage creativity. Highlight cases where creativity is stifled. Comparison. Comparisons. You might compare different types of schools such as public school, public versus private, public versus private, or urban versus rural, and how they differ in this approach to fostering creativity. Last number concludes evaluation and conclusion. Critical evaluation. With the extent to which schools in a country succeed in encouraging creativity. Are the efforts sufficient or is there room for improvement? Concluding statement. Concluding statement. Summarize your finding and state a position on how well schools encourage creativity, supported by the evidence you have discussed. Additional tip. Balanced argument. While you may have a personal opinion, ensure you as a presence a balanced view by considering both the positive and negative aspects. Use of evidence. Support a point with concrete evidence such as statistics, studies, or reports if available. Clarity and precision. Make sure your ideas are clearly articulated and well structured as examiners appreciate a logical flow of thought. By addressing these focal points, you will demonstrate to the examiners that you can critically assess the extent to which schools in your country encourage creativity, supported by a well-reasoned argument. Okay. Okay, let's try to move to the others. Sorry. Oh, okay. Let's go and summarize. This is not that. I just try to write down creativity. Creativity is the process of thinking a new way that could be problem solving or what we say that would in a new way that which could be problem solving, critical thinking, critical critical thinking or logical thinking. In the current century, it has been an essential for schools to um, provide creativity towards student due to due to the advent of technology or globalization compete. Okay, let's try to think. In order to have a creativity education, both school and teacher have equal role in which in which students could acknowledge it. In this essay, in this essay, I will deep in this essay I will current educational practices and support for practices on uh, um, on encouraging creativity, support for creative activities, or cultural and societal influences on creativity, and lastly will lead to a logical conclusion. Am I right down? Creativity is the process of thinking in a new way, which which can involve which can be can involve problem solving, critical thinking, or logical thinking. In the current century, it has become essential for a school to nurture creativity to nurture creativity in student due to the impacts of due to the impacts impact of technology and and globalization. Both school and both schools and teachers play a crucial role in encouraging creativity in education. In this essay, I will delve delve into the current educational practices that that promote creativity. support for creative activities, what do I say? Cultural and societal influences our creativity. And finally, draw and finally draw a logical conclusion. Now it's fine. Well, anyways, okay. To see your enemies commence with talking about the curricular activities in schools. There are lots of curriculums from us. Commence with talking about curriculum activities in our country. About there are there are immense 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 courses. See, courses are chapter that will give knowledge about basic concept of everything from starting to um, starting to class 1 to talking about curriculum activities in our country, Nepal. There are immense courses or chapters that will give knowledge about basic to advanced advanced some immense courses, advanced concept of everything. When we're starting to elementary school to higher studies, time and again, time and again, from educational department, they will they will time and again from educational department of all the schools, they will time and again refine the courses that the students will know the current situations of external in- environment. Assume that that students situations of everything to support this to support CPPOT support is claim. Assume. Let's assume. Let's assume the impact of technology, the the ADB and advent of AI has changed the has changed the market job, which which let's assume the advent of technical AI has been important, has been essential to know, as essential students. For this, it could be a workshop, let's say, as a clubs or competitions. Yeah. Um, I will just be back for 3 minutes and I will complete this work as soon as possible. Dear ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, be prepared what I have to do on it now. Hello.